Hello, dear senior. Have you ever sat beside an elderly person who says very little, yet somehow their silence speaks louder than words? Maybe it's a neighbor who always smiles gently but never joins the crowd, or a grandfather who listens more than he talks, watching the world with eyes that seem to hold centuries of stories. In a world full of noise, we often overlook the quiet ones. We assume they have little to say when in truth, they carry treasures few ever see. This video is for them, the quiet seniors. The ones whose presence calms a room without needing to speak. The ones who've learned that not every thought needs to be voiced, and that wisdom often sits in stillness. Today, we'll explore 5 rare and extraordinary traits they carry quietly, humbly, and powerfully. Traits that the world could learn from, if only it stopped to listen. Number 1. Deep listening, the kind that feels like being understood without words. You see, the first trait many quiet seniors have, something that feels increasingly rare today, is deep, attentive listening. Not the kind of listening that waits for a turn to speak, but the kind that makes you feel seen, heard, felt. These seniors, through years of life's storms and sunshine, have discovered something most people never do, that listening is more than hearing. It's an act of love. They don't interrupt, don't rush to give advice. They simply stay present, and in that stillness, something magical happens. You begin to understand yourself more clearly just by speaking in their presence. Perhaps they've lived long enough to know that silence is often more healing than words, that when someone is in pain or confusion, they don't always need solutions, they just need someone who truly listens with their heart. You may talk to a quiet senior for only 10 minutes, and somehow it feels like you just had the most honest conversation of your week. And yet, they might say only a few words, because in their silence, there is space for you. Number 2. Inner peace that doesn't need to be proved. There's something almost sacred about the way a quiet senior carries themselves. It's not pride. It's not indifference. It's inner peace, the kind that doesn't shout, doesn't compete, and doesn't need to be noticed, while the world hurries, chases, argues, and tries so hard to be seen. They sit calmly, like a tree that has withstood every season, not because it was the loudest, but because its roots ran deep. These seniors have made peace with things most people still wrestle with. They've made peace with not being liked by everyone. They've made peace with their own past. They've made peace with change, with loss, and even with silence. They no longer feel the need to prove their worth because they've lived long enough to know it. When you're near them, their stillness has weight. It slows you down. It makes you reflect, and that calm, it's contagious. In a noisy world obsessed with more, louder, faster, quiet seniors remind us that serenity is strength. If this video brought a smile to your face or warmed your heart, don't forget to tap the like button. Number 3. Observant eyes that see what others miss. They may not say much, but they see everything. Quiet seniors often have the remarkable gift of sharp observation, not just noticing what's happening on the surface, but sensing the unspoken, tiredness behind a smile, the hesitation in someone's voice, the small details others rush past. Years of watching life unfold without always taking center stage have made them masters of reading between the lines. While others jump to conclusions, they sit back, they listen, they watch, and when they do speak, it's often with insight that surprises you, because somehow they saw what everyone else missed. Maybe they learned this from decades of raising children, working with others, or simply enduring life's quiet moments where you begin to notice the subtle patterns. How people breathe when they're nervous. How someone's eyes light up when they talk about a dream. Or how silence in a room can carry more meaning than 100 conversations. They don't need attention. They don't chase headlines, but their minds are quietly gathering truths the rest of us overlook. And in their own time, in their own way, they offer what they've seen with gentleness, not judgment. Number 4. humility rooted in life's real lessons. One of the most beautiful traits you'll often find in quiet seniors is humility, the kind that doesn't come from pretending to be small, but from truly understanding what matters. Seeing success come and go, they've watched people rise and fall. They've learned that being right doesn't always lead to peace, and that being kind often matters more than being clever. They don't feel the need to dominate a room or prove that they've read more, seen more, done more, because deep down, they know something younger hearts often forget. That ego is heavy, and letting go of it feels like freedom. Their humility is not weakness, it's wisdom. They don't tell you how wise they are. They just live it. They don't correct every mistake they hear, because they've learned that patience and understanding can teach more than lectures ever could. Sometimes, they smile at someone bragging, not because they agree, but because they remember being that age once needing to be seen, needing to be praised, and they carry no judgment for it. Their quietness isn't silence, it's grace. Number 5. Silent strength that holds others together. Perhaps the most powerful trait of all, the one that often goes unnoticed, is their silent strength. It's not the kind that lifts heavy things. It's the strength that holds a family together during loss. That stays calm when everyone else is overwhelmed. That keeps showing up quietly, no matter how hard the road becomes. They may not speak much, but their presence anchors people. You'll often find them sitting beside someone in pain, holding a hand, saying nothing but making everything feel a little more bearable. When crisis hits, they don't panic. They breathe slowly. They do what needs to be done. And later, they don't ask for praise. They never have. Their strength was forged in the long hours of caregiving, in the quiet battles with grief, in the small, daily choices to keep going even when no one was watching. And because they've learned to be strong for themselves, they've also become a shelter for others. You might not remember their words, but you'll remember how they made you feel. Safe, steady, loved. So the next time you meet a quiet senior, pause for a moment. Don't rush past them. Don't mistake their silence for absence, because behind those gentle eyes and calm smiles, there might live a strength deeper than words, a wisdom carved by time and a heart that seemed more than it ever tells. They don't ask for the spotlight, but maybe, just maybe, they've been holding the light all along. If you know someone like that, we hope this video reminds you of their quiet magic. And if you are that someone, thank you. Truly, the world needs more like you. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you know a quiet senior who embodies these traits? Or perhaps you see these qualities in yourself. If this video touched your heart, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that honor the beauty of aging with grace. And if someone came to mind while watching this, maybe a friend, a parent, a grandparent, share this with them. It might say what words often can't. From all of us here, thank you for spending these moments with us. Until next time, take care of your heart and each other.